This one says November 2011. I cried again today. People keep asking me what's wrong, but I can't answer. So I figured I'd sort out my thoughts the only way I know how, by writing. It just happens when my feelings and emotions become too much to hold in. I'm only human. I have a tipping point, and I passed my tipping point a few weeks ago. Even now in the darkness, I see bursts of sunlight. I know everything will be okay. It will get better. But right now I really don't see how. I think I had a poem published in the newspaper when I was 6 years old, and I had multiple poems published by the time I was 13. I had always been a smart kid. When I was 16, I came to Berkeley and I struggled with school for the first time, and my identity was shaken because I had always placed my identity in my intelligence. I felt like there was a heavy cloud over everything I did, and it was like walking through fog to get anything done. I really had no positive thought about myself at all. I remember I would walk into rooms and my mind would automatically scan for all the things that I could potentially use to hurt myself. Socially and spiritually, it just felt dead and dry and barren. And again, that school was just so tied into my identity. From there, I didn't know if this is who I am and I can't do this, then what am I? In 2013, I was 19. I went on a retreat and I was asked to share my testimony. And a lot of the things that they wanted me to talk about were things I had never talked about with anyone before. I sat down and I wrote down all of these things that I had gone through and all of these things that were on my heart. And I feel like for the first time, it made me look at my life, and it helped me put together all the different pieces of my life. To accept my brokenness and allow God to come into those cracks was very crucial for me. I was believing this lie that I was one-dimensional and all that I had was this one thing. And if that one thing comes into question, then my life has no meaning. There's just such a stark difference between who I was then and who I am now. My life, I still appreciate my intelligence, but it's not my defining characteristic. It was really dark and hopeless. And the life I live now, I'm just so full of joy constantly, and I see joy everywhere in conversations with people, in my friends, in my classes, because no matter what, I'm so loved. I feel like so many women place their identity in things that change, whether that's a relationship or beauty, and those things, they change, and I think it's really important to place your identity in something that doesn't change, and for me that was really just growing deeper in love with Jesus, and to find that solid place through my Catholic faith.